Peace, peace, peace. How's everybody doing on this wonderful day? We outside like Memorial Day. It's getting dangerous. Please make sure you walk with the K. You now tuning in to the best YouTuber on YouTube. That's not even a YouTuber. Respectfully. How's everybody doing? Happy holidays. Staying off the internet, staying off of Instagram. I don't like Instagram. Instagram, they act a little too Hollywood. You understand what I'm saying? You can't even go live on Instagram without having a certain amount of following. I say I'm not chilling on no apps. I'm not making no money off. You understand what I'm saying? Word up. But I gotta break it down. Y'all share the live. Hit the like button. Show that love and support to your boy. Show that love to your boy, man. So we got the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua reaction, y'all. I just seen the fight, y'all. I just seen the fight. So I'm here to give my intake on the fight. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm here to give my intake on the fight, y'all. Ooh. First of all, Jake Paul, step in my office. Yeah, Jake Paul. Step in my office. What the hell was you doing out there, Jake Paul? Now I must admit, you survived a couple of rounds. You was weaving shit, catching a nigga. I'm like, oh, Jake Paul got a chance. Every time Jake Paul got a hit on him, I'm like, oh shit. We looking good. We looking good. Then the nigga fuck up. Oh man, goddamn. Things to make you say, oh man. I didn't understand. What the hell was that? You see the picture that I posted? That's how the fight was supposed to be. Jake Paul was supposed to kick Anthony Joshua's ass. And I know Anthony Johnson, excuse me, y'all. I'm a little under the weather. Got the sniffles. I know Anthony Joshua, this is what he does, y'all. He's a real fighter. But we cannot take anything away from Jake Paul. I'm going to break down this fight. But I want to speak about Jake Paul's last fights that he had. He been on a winning streak. He been knocking shit out. He actually been winning, y'all. He beat Mike Tyson up. That was big right there within itself. But Anthony Joshua, way younger. You understand what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua, way younger. But Jake Paul got a good record. We only know him for the YouTube side. We don't know him for the side of him actually fighting. Many people know about it, but many don't. Many just know about the fight with Mike Tyson. You understand what I'm saying? But Jake Paul actually got a good record and is a decent fighter. Now let's get to this fight. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua, y'all. This was a good one. Now I got a little upset, and I'm gonna let y'all know a few things that I got upset within watching this fight, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all a few things that got me upset. I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. I'm gonna break it down. Let me just go grab a little water bottle. You understand what I'm saying? Share the live, man. We going viral on this one. Promise you that. We on the road to 4,000 subscribers. Thank God for that. I feel good. I've been doing the right thing, and I've been focused. Hold me down, my beloveds. Appreciate y'all. Wakanda hugs. Much respect to everybody that respect me and love me and care for me, man. And pray for me. Word up. And support me. And say happy birthday to me. Woo, back, y'all. Oh, man. Got a little chicken. Word up. Got the little munchies. You get that chicken off the bone, baby. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Pardon me, y'all. I really didn't get too much to eat today. Was moving around a lot. My birthday's coming up, Christmas, the holidays. So working on, staying focused. It's not like no water, y'all. It's nothing like no water. Let's get to this fight, y'all. I gotta roll up for this one, y'all. Let's get to this fight, y'all. Now, I really have faith in Jake Paul. The reason that I have faith in Jake Paul, he took out Mike Tyson. Not only that, I see him knock a couple of dudes out. See, I gotta research him. You understand what I'm saying? Do his research. He got 7 knockouts. You understand what I'm saying? But if you don't know that, you only know about the fight with Mike Tyson that he had. If you don't know about the other fights. But he definitely got hand skills. As you can see when he was fighting Anthony Joshua didn't put him out right away. You understand what I'm saying? It took, even though a lot of people saying, oh, but Jake Paul was running around, even if you could put a person running around, but you got to be a trained professional to survive those type of hits that Anthony Joshua was throwing. So I don't underestimate Jake Paul's ability. He caught Anthony Joshua with a few good ones. And when I say good ones, he that shit was loud. Remember when Mike Tyson used to fight? And Mike Tyson hit you hard, but he hit you fast. See, that's where the impact comes. So Jake Paul caught Anthony Joshua with some of those. So I'm feeling confident with him. I'm like, oh shit. The crowd was going, wow, oh shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of people had money on the underdog. Yeah, they had Jake Paul as an underdog. Now I know the other dude is a professional fighter and whatnot, but Jake Paul got a good record. He's been winning. Sometimes this shit is rigged. This was a real fight. You understand what I'm saying? This was a real fight. Because the dude was trying to knock Jake Paul out. Now, Jake Paul reflexes is impeccable. His stamina, he might have to work on his stamina. But his reflexes, come on, the dude was on him. He was on him. He was trying to get on him. He like on him. You understand what I'm saying? He's on his body. And Jake Paul ain't going down. You understand what I'm saying? Jake Paul kept grabbing him, to stop it. See, within the first 2 or 3 fights, the first 2 rounds, everybody expected Anthony Joshua to knock out Jake Paul in the first 2 rounds. Now, Jake Paul said, I'm going to knock him out in the 4th or 5th round. Watch. So Jake Paul was talking confident. He's like, yo, I'm going to beat him up for sure. So I was like, you know what? I got a little bread on Jake Paul. And I ain't like how you did Mike. You understand what I'm saying? But I know it was Mike he think for the Lord. I remember a little girl was interviewing Mike. She said, Mike, you a superhero. Mike said, we're nothing. We're dust. Mike forgot he was getting interviewed by a little girl. but he kept it a buck. I had to respect that. Y'all don't know Mike. Niggas used to come up to Mike. Yo, Mike, you robbed me back in the days. Mike changed his ways. Oh man, for real? Oh man, let me buy you a house. I'm so sorry I did that. Yeah, Mike changed his ways for the better. Hallelujah. 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 Yo, for real, man. So, Jake Paul, you know, in the first 2 rounds, every time the big dude was trying to put it on him, Jake Paul would get close to him, grab him up, and that was a good strategy because he can't get too much on you if you're too close. If you're close to him, see, the bigger he is, the harder he fall. Not only that, if you find somebody big, I like to get close. You understand what I'm saying? This way they can't fully extend on me. You understand what I'm saying? When you fighting, chin down. You understand what I'm saying? Keep the chin down. So when the nigga hits you, you're straight. You understand what I'm saying? You're straight, locked and loaded. You understand what I'm saying? Chin tuck. You understand what I'm saying? So a nigga can't get it. He can't get in there. And there you got your hands. Your hands. You understand what I'm saying? You go put one right here and one to the front. Don't underestimate your jab. Do not underestimate your jab. I don't put niggas out with the jab. Unexpectedly. Because niggas just throwing haymakers. And, I'm a smart fighter. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas throwing haymakers. I'm weaving shit. Like the Fast and the Furious. Niggas trying to take my head off. And I'm just calm. So you stay calm in the fight. When they going bonkers, they try to knock your head off, knock you out. You understand what I'm saying? You stay smooth. See, my reflexes is impeccable. So what I used to do is every time somebody throw at me, I used to catch it. You understand what I'm saying? I used to catch it. So let's say somebody throw, I block it. I block it, and then with the next one, that's when I'm attacked it. You understand what I'm saying? But every time they was throwing, I would just stop it fast. Like I already knew which one he was going to throw by his body language. But my man said, don't do that all the time because you could stop it, and they could act like they're throwing that one, but they really going for the other one. You understand what I'm saying? Because by the time you stopping it, they could throw 2, 3. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll say, oh, word, I respect that. But any nigga I fought, they swung, I will always catch their shit. And they were always that's when they look at me a little different. Because I will always know where their hands is going. And I really didn't know. It was just my reactions. It was just like, you understand what I'm saying? That confidence. So when somebody throw, like if somebody throw a jab, I'm catching it. You understand what I'm saying? Like he punched and it's like rock papers. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like this, but that's when I catch him with the other one. My left, I hit hard with my left. My right is impeccable. I catch you with the right, the Math Hoffa. Yeah, my shit is like Math Hoffa's. I catch you with the right hand. Oh man, but left, I done slept niggas with the left unexpectedly too. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, you get a little hype when you get into a little fight and you drop a nigga, especially when you get jumped. I don't know how it's for y'all, but when you getting jumped and you put one of them down, you like, I bet let's even the odds a little bit. But it's been situations where I got jumped. Like I remember one time I was in Katona and I got jumped. You understand what I'm saying? My friends they was playing with the duck, goose, and I didn't like that because the duck fell. I'm an animal lover, so I left. As soon as I left, like 3, 4 niggas ran down on me. Yo, they ain't even say nothing. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all niggas. They just started popping off. They started popping off on me. So as they popping off on me, I was always taught if you getting jumped, you go for one nigga mainly and never touch the ground. As soon as you touch the ground, it's over. They go. You understand what I'm saying? Some people like to uh, crumble up and protect themselves and kick hard and nah, I ain't with that. I ain't with that. See, if a lion is approaching you and you stay still, not stay still, but you approach the lion as well, the lion will walk off. But if you run away, they'll have a feast with you. The lion will have a feast with you. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes it is about being the lion or the sheep. But in that type of situation, when you have to be the lion. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay to be a sheep. How more important was that one sheep compared to the other ones? It was more valuable, if you ask me, because I could have lost all the other sheeps looking for that one sheep. So when you have lost people in the world, you bring them to the green side, and we guide them to the promised land. Amen. So when they they just started popping off and stuff like that, and I have my little phone. Uh, the little small shit. Yeah, the little small shit. The small shit, the little monthly shit. Yeah, I had that, right? So it's like these niggas wanted that for some reason, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all how I got to that point, right? Um, once they started popping off, I started swinging, right? And when I started swinging, I caught one of them. And when I caught him, like he fell. You understand what I'm saying? He slipped, and then that's when I got on him, and I need the nigga in the nose, and then they coming towards me, so I'm I'm keeping my back, but I can't put my back against no wall. Ain't no wall to put my back against. You understand what I'm saying? So while they trying to like circle around me, every time they trying to circle around with me, I'll just move out the way. Like, let me show you. I could show y'all better than I could tell y'all. Word up. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So it's like, if they coming from this side and they coming from this side, you understand what I'm saying? I'm like this. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not letting them get, get to me. You understand what I'm saying? If he's coming this way, you understand what I'm saying? That's when I step to him. I step to him, and you understand what I'm saying? Throw. Then I'm moving to the next nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Throw some shit. Throw some shit. So you understand what I'm saying? While he's coming back, I got some shit for him lined up. This called a hammer. This shit is deadly. This is only when you getting jumped. You act like You fighting this nigga, and this nigga, he think he got something. You understand what I'm saying? Or you can act like you missed too. You can act like you missed. This is my favorite. I act like I missed. Seen that one? That one is dangerous too. You act like you missed. But when you miss, you see this? This shit is dangerous. You put this shit hard, and then you come up right at their chin. You acting like you miss. You understand what I'm saying? You shooting it on. You understand what I'm saying? You showing your shit. You think these niggas can fuck with me on YouTube? Fuck is you talking about? I'll spank one of these niggas by mistake. I wouldn't even want to do it because my heart. But once a nigga, all right, fuck it. This is what you want? You want, You understand what I'm saying? I hit the nigga with the Mike Tyson. Yeah. Don't underestimate me. I done dropped big niggas. No exaggeration, y'all. Been in scary situations by myself, too. So they come, and I drop the first nigga. Now, as he drop, I run towards the nigga mad fast, and I need a nigga in the fucking nose. The other niggas, they coming, they like trying to surround me. So they like swinging, but they backing up. You ever had a nigga like he's swinging, but when it's your time to get off, the nigga keep backing up, like on some whole shit. You know, he wouldn't want to step in the box. He don't want to stay there. So when he do it, they like trying to do, you know, they like jumping me or whatever. So in the mix, the little phone, the little black shit, you know, it's like a monthly phone. The shit falls, right? It falls. So I'm fighting them or whatever, and they fighting me. It's a fight. I'm getting hit, but I'm not doing too bad. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not even running. Like, I didn't run. You understand what I'm saying? I just kept fighting and kept fighting. And then my mans, they right there. You understand what I'm saying? I could easily be like, yo, because remember, they dropped the duck. They was in the lake, around the lake. But I didn't want to put my people in harm's way. And they told me, yo, Green, you should have told me, my nigga. You should have yelled or something. But I was already upset, you know, that the duck fell and all that. I'm an animal lover like that. But you see, having a good heart, I walked away and ended up getting fucking jumped. That's fucked up for me having a good heart. But then as soon as I came to the block, yo, I just ran into straight demons. Like niggas that just walk around the block just to make sure like the block is good. Niggas act like they stopping the bus, they waiting for cabs, but they really like making sure the block is good. Like I ran into them type niggas, and I do the same. Ever since I got jump on my own hood, I do the same. I make sure, you know, this shit is like no ops around here or niggas trying to hurt us. So you understand what I'm saying? Because we don't be having a lot to do with anything. But you get caught up out there. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, that shit was crazy. But some nigga came and he's like, yo, you good? And I'm like, I'm thinking he talking about me. Like, I'm like, nah, I don't know if I'm good. Like, I'm thinking the nigga got my side or the nigga know me from somewhere. Maybe you know me from the island or Myra. I don't know where I'm thinking it's my guardian angel or something like that. Yo, this nigga was like, I'm not talking to you. I was like, I don't know if I'm good or not. He said, I'm not talking to you. Nigga was on their side. So I had to fight that nigga too. But then And then in the mix of the fight, the fight just end up stopping. Like once they see I just kept fighting and I wasn't really like running away. They that's what they expected. Not saying they wasn't getting it in. They this were like older men. These weren't no kids. These were like older men. So they hitting me like a grown ass man. But I'm hitting them like some grown but I know how to fight. That's the thing. Sometimes I just want to kick ass. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck am I running for? Sometimes, my people tell me, yo, Green, you should run and stuff like that. And I respect them and I love them for that. Thank you. Wakanda hugs. But certain situations, I don't like that shit. Bullying, jumping, it's something about that shit. You know, I, I got a lot of fire in me. It's like I oversee 100 people. Like it could be a thousand of them niggas. And it's just like it all depends, how I'm feeling. And some days I'm like, I'm always overlooking things, turning the cheek. I'm always telling my people, leave things alone and stuff like that. But it's like when I'm by myself, I'm like dangerous. And I noticed that I put myself in danger. But yeah, y'all, he was like, yo, you good? Say, I don't know if I'm good. Say, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my niggas. I had to fight that nigga. Once he said that, you already know I hooked off on him. And they was fighting me. They was fighting me. But I didn't go to the ground. I didn't run. I walked out that situation. You understand what I'm saying? And when I was, what the fucked up part was it that as soon as I was able to get like a little bit away from them, I had to walk right into the, because my phone, remember I told you I had the phone, the little phone shit? Yeah, I had that. That shit wasn't mine. That was my mom's. She definitely want that shit back. She ain't trying to hear no excuses. Oh, I got job, mommy. Oh, my bendito. Nah, I need my shit. So when I came back, because, it's like, it seemed like, the fight ended and I walked off. I didn't run or nothing. And when I came back for the phone, them niggas thought I had the hammer on me. Cause I just, I was like walking off, but then I turned right back. So them niggas like, oh, these kids, like, they was on point though. Pretty sure they have weapons on them. They didn't use it though. I thank God for that. But yeah, y'all. The way that this Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua joint went down, what happened was that Jake Paul, he pulled up, but he pulled up with 6ix9ine. You know Takashi 6ix9ine. Now I remember I had a bet. I try my luck sometimes on the FanDuel Fanatics and all that. One time I tried my bet on an MMA fighter. He's like an MMA fighter, boxer, one of those. You understand what I'm saying? And the nigga come out with no, he come out with Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. But the fact that the dude that I betted on that day, he came out with Hulk Hogan and he still lost. He still lost, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on. How you gonna lose like that, Brody? And he come out with Ric Flair. So when Jake Paul came out with 6ix9ine, I'm thinking, oh shit. But I should have knew once he was playing 6ix9ine this and come on. You seeing Treyway in a boxing match? You like Treyway? Come on, this is a boxing match. This ain't no gang shit, baby. But once the person that I betted on, he came out with Hulk Hogan, I thought he was gonna win and he lost. So when Jake Paul came out with 6ix9ine, I'm like, oh shit, he might win. Come to find out, he lost just like the other person coming out with Hulk Hogan. Like, what is it with these dudes coming out with like celebs and all that and losing the fight? Like, come on. And Jake Paul, like I said, I commend him because he was weaving. The dude is getting nice with the weaving. His stamina. He kept falling to the floor. In my head, I'm like, why does this dude keep falling to the floor? But a lot of people are telling me because the punches that Anthony Joshua was throwing, they was very impactful. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they were telling me. They said the punches that Anthony Joshua was throwing was making him fall. But I think that happened to Jake Paul's feet. Because if y'all see his feet, it looked like he was shuffling. Like he was trying to get his balance together. He could have won this fight. You understand what I'm saying? Jake Paul was doing the first 2-3 rounds. He was doing the right thing, grabbing him, getting close, getting little jabs here and there, and stuff like that. And he was definitely weaving. He kept grabbing him, but it was cool because the other dude couldn't really extend on him. Then one thing, they said Joshua hit Jake Paul in the nuts. Many say Jake Paul didn't even get hit in the nuts, and he was doing that so he could get a little 5-minute break. I said, let me see. But he didn't even use the whole 5 minutes. So I said, nah. You understand what I'm saying? But Jake Paul was like, doing his thing and stuff like that. Anthony Joshua was giving it to him and stuff like that. But Jake Paul was surviving. He wasn't getting knocked out. He wasn't getting knocked down. But then the third or the fourth is like, them punches was really affecting Jake Paul. And it looked like Jake Paul was like a zombie. He was confident. The first, second, and third, very confident. But once it hit that fourth, Anthony Joshua started to turn it up on him. And he dropped Jake Paul with a body shot. And Jake Paul looked like he was already tripping, but they counted that as a knockdown. And they're not doing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They starting by 5. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's OD. How you gonna start with 5? I'm fighting. I just got fucking punched OD hard. Got knocked down. You didn't even give me a time to react to how I got hit. And you talking about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This fight is over. Now, Jake Paul did get up. That's the shit that we got to see him run back again. Because Jake Paul did get up. The dude said 5, 6, 7. And he was counting mad fast. It's like the referee got upset at the way the fighters were fighting. It seemed like the referee had a vendetta against Jake Paul, y'all. Go watch it and tell me what y'all think. Like I said, Jake Paul was doing excellent the first 3 rounds, moving around, grabbing him, making sure he don't extend on him. And he caught him with a few good punches. But it just wasn't enough for Anthony Joshua. It wasn't enough for him. And like I said, if Jake Paul would have had the stamina, he would have won this fight. He would have won this fight. Because if you notice, Anthony Joshua threw 60-something punches, so he was definitely tired. And that's how Jake Paul was able to catch him with some heavy hitters. But Jake Paul was running out of gas as well because he kept running around the gym, making sure that he doesn't get KO'd the first 2 or 3 rounds, like everybody was saying. But that has an effect to his stamina. He still got power. You see them, the punches were still powerful, even though he looked like he was tired, he couldn't breathe. But he was supposed to prepare for this. You understand what I'm saying? He got to change his diet. He's a big dude. He hits hard and stuff like that. But when it comes to stamina, but like I said, maybe that could only be because Anthony Joshua is a big individual and hits very hard. Maybe that's why Jake Paul looked like he was out of stamina, or maybe he just didn't fully prepare for the fight. I'm not going to say he didn't fully prepare for the fight because he lost the fight, but seeing him drop so easy, seeing him, trying to grab and stuff like that, we want to see him go to war. You understand what I'm saying? If Jake Paul was to knock out Anthony Joshua, just imagine, that even though people are still going to be thinking this shit is rigged, but I think this shit was basically for Anthony Joshua and the Anthony Joshuas and the Jake Pauls. I think that was meant to make it believable that the boxing is not rigged. Because certain things about that Mike Tyson fight, I'm still looking into. But a lot of people are questioning these fights. Are they rigged? And so I think that's the reason that Anthony Joshua had to win the fight. You understand what I'm saying? He definitely was extending, trying to knock Jake Paul out. You understand what I'm saying? But the referee starting at 5, that's OD. 5, 6, 7. Like, come on. I just got knocked down. Are you serious? Are you serious? Then he came out with 6'9". Like, what the fuck was that all about? Come on, my G. And then he got up. I respect Jake Paul. He got up. But the ref, he got up like at 9. And then it said it was 9. And then the ref looked at him and he stopped the fight. Because he looked at him like, damn. But I'm telling you, it was at 9. Even if he say 10 and he's up, he want to fight. Let him fight. You think those people pay millions of dollars for you to stop a fight? And then for them to declare that as a knockout? Come on, y'all. Shit is rigged, B. Shit is really, really rigged. Y'all stay blessed, stay righteous, and stay healthy. Just wanted to give my little input on Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. My little reaction. Peace.